Hi guys, Charles here. I would like to talk to you about why I think that the end times is going to be pleasant for most everybody except for Israel. The reason I'm saying that is because of a lot of things Jesus said. Jesus said, and you will hear wars and rumors of wars. But everybody jumps on and says, oh, we're waiting for the wars and rumors of wars and destruction's coming. No, he said this is not the tribulation yet. He said it's just wars and rumors of wars. The first four, or the seals and the trumpets overlap each other. One talks about the other, they fit together. So if you look at the first four seals and with the trumpets, it's devastating, it sounds. But this is what we have done to ourselves over the years since Jesus' time. So what happened is, it says a third of the world's pollution. The water is going to be polluted. Right now, our water is a third polluted. A quarter of the world is in pestilence and famine. We have diseases all over the place. Since Jesus' time, we've done a lot to ourselves. Chernobyl was the worst accident mankind has ever done to itself. That almost destroyed a whole continent's water supply. So we've done some really horrific stuff to ourselves. And the grass is burnt up because we have no grass. All we have is rows and rows of farmland and things. We were not doing it right, and we're supposed to let the land rest. There's a lot of things that's not right about what we're doing, and we're destroying and polluting ourselves. So the first four seals, the first four trumpets, is what we're doing to ourselves. Now if you overlap Matthew 24, it says that you will see, and then it says and then they will see, and it separates itself. And if you read the other Olivet prophecies on the Mark and Luke, you'll see that it focuses on Israel. So we're doing all this stuff to ourselves. The first four seals, the first four trumpets overlap, and we're doing this to ourselves. Now the next three are woes. The fifth seal talks about the ground opening up, and I believe them are missiles. This is what's happening right now in Israel. Is Iran has all these missiles. They fired all these missiles at Israel. So has Hamas. So has Hezbollah. But they're all going to team up against Israel. After the fifth seal, it's going to be the sixth seal, which is a Gog and Magog war. That is when Israel's attacked. And if you look at the other Olivet prophecies, it tells you how devastating it is to Israel, not to the world. Everybody's thinking this whole thing is around the world. It's not. It's the tribulation of Israel. That's what the statue in Daniel is all about, is the tribulation of Israel, the Hebrews in the promised land, and they're back in their promised land now. And the feet are left, the toes and the feet. It's not around the world. It's in the Middle East. It's their tribulation, their judgment. The chapter 11 in Revelation, the first two verses or three talks about the judging of Israel. It's not talking about building a temple. If you look in the Old Testament, excuse me, you'll see where that was the judging of Israel before God took them out of their land. Every piece of that statue took Israel out of their land. And so are the feet and toes. That's why Jesus returns and hits the feet and toes of the statue to destroy it that has destroyed Israel. But Israel's not destroyed. Israel's hid. 144,000 are hid in the world today, and he's going to bring them back in the seventh seal. And that is the battle of Armageddon, which is God's battle, which is in Israel. The 200 million man army comes from the north into Israel. I don't say the north of the world, north into Israel. The Battle of Armageddon is in Israel. It's at Megiddo. All this is happening in the Middle East. And God said he's going to pour out his spirit upon all flesh. Young man shall dream dreams, and old man shall have visions, or the other way around. I didn't quote that quite right. I'm not sure. But the thing is, though, he is bringing peace to the world. He says he's going to turn the hearts to the fathers and the fathers to the sons. So he's bringing peace to the world. The Muslims are the ones that are going to be attacking Israel, and that is Babylon. Israel is Babylon. Also, Israel is the small Babylon, which is the sixth trumpet, and he loves them. It's some harlot. Who's God's harlot? Is Israel is his harlot. They've always chased other men, not God. He's always said, I would protect you, but you don't love me. And so he's sad. The first Babylon is sad. There's two Babylons. The first one's Israel. It's small, like the small sickle, And God hits them with a small sickle. He's sorry, but yet he has to punish them and do what his plan is. Now, the second Babylon is when Iran, Russia, Turkey, and all these other Muslims attack Israel and take them over. Now it turns into Big Babylon. Notice how it is taking over, it says. It is now hordes of horned owls and all this other stuff it talks about. That's how it fits in. The sixth seal is the 200 million man army, which is Little Babylon, Mystery Babylon. And then the big one is when they take over. When Jesus returns, he's taking over Big Babylon. That's the one that's taking over the Middle East. And they have the Middle East. There's a lot of property they own over there. Israel only has a small amount of their promised land. And that's what Jesus is going to return on the seventh vials, or they call them bowls. All depends on which format you have. Is that the seventh seal, seventh trumpet, is the seven vials. And he starts pouring them out. And that's when the prophet and the Antichrist and the beast, think about that everybody lumps them in together. They're not. They're separate. And they're going to call around the world for all to come together against God at Armageddon, which is in Megiddo. That's what it plainly says. It's not around the world. The destruction is not around the world. God wants this world to be peaceful. He's going to bring peace to the world. He's going to bring peace before he returns, because it's going to be announced that he's coming back. So, the thing is, don't be afeard of all these whoremongers that are saying war, and you're going to be destroyed, and meteors and blood moons and all this horrific stuff is coming to you and all. No, that's not the way it's going to happen. I believe, that's my opinion, and they have theirs too. But they can't say their opinion's better than mine because it hasn't happened yet. But they do say that they're so right. They could be so wrong also. So, it's peace is coming. Peace is coming to the world, and let's get ready for it and live our life with Jesus during the millennium, during 1,000 years, because he's getting this earth ready for the Father to come out of heaven. Your prize is the earth. Nowhere in the Bible does it say when you die you go to heaven. Nowhere can you find this. You can find some big scriptures. You can say, well, we're meeting him in the air and this kind of stuff. It does not say heaven. The thief on the cross, I'll meet you in paradise. Oh, that's heaven. No, it's not. Look up the definition of paradise. Paradise is peace, peaceful sleep. He went to sleep with him. Jesus died, and he died. They both went into paradise, a peaceful sleep, until they're resurrected. And Jesus is the first resurrected from the dead. No one has entered heaven except Jesus. No one. Not Moses, not Enoch, not Elijah. Read in Hebrews, it's chapter 9 or chapter 11. It plainly says, if you read the whole chapter, they died. They died. So, all this falsehood people's putting out there, I believe. You know, it's my opinion, but I think they are so far off base. But that's okay. They will come back, and they'll see the truth, or I'll see the truth. But we need to keep our hearts right with God, with Jesus, and try to be like he is. So, any questions, just ask me, and I'll try to answer them, and food for thought.